The entire Australian Open series was slated to be played in Victoria, but that's under a cloud, with international players potentially blocked from entering the country until January. Live now to Andrea Crothers. And Andrea, the Victorian government still hasn't signed off on a plan which would see players enter a bubble, if you like.
Yeah, that's right, Laura. Victoria's Premier Daniel Andrews remains hopeful that the Australian Open will still go ahead here in mid-January in Melbourne. But as for all of those essential lead-up events, well, they're very much up in the air. Now, this debacle, as you said, is all over this quarantine bubble. So Tennis Australia had plans to actually move all of the events, so the ones that you usually see in Brisbane, Sydney, Canberra, Perth, Adelaide. They were hopeful that they'd move all of those here to Victoria, and as part of that, they'd see hundreds of players fly in from overseas in mid-December to enter that 2-week quarantine bubble to allow that to go ahead. Now, earlier this week, the Premier had said that this wasn't a done deal, and anyone thinking otherwise would be inaccurate. Yesterday, he was again reiterating that no deal had been struck, describing it as a very complex, challenging process to go through before anything could be signed off. So this has really thrown the tennis world into disarray. Overnight, Tennis Australia issued a statement saying that it was continuing to work closely with the Victorian government on staging the Australian Open. The health and safety of the community, the players and all involved in the event has always been our top priority, and we recognise the incredible effort and the sacrifices all Victorians have made to contain COVID-19.